Today, the Friday before vacation, we are celebrating both Earth and Arbor Day as a whole school. We have several activities going on around both in and outside the school, and the kids are moving about all day today. We have our friends from the New Hampshire Energy Education Project who are doing carbon emissions with the electric car, as well as an activity with electricity.
I'm Aubrey Nelson, and I work for the New Hampshire Energy Education Program. So we call ourselves NEEP for short. And so we're thinking about how can we save energy in both transportation and electricity sectors. We use this much energy to get to school. How can we do our part and reduce that? So we always want to pair whatever kind of bad news about, climate or some of the environmental problems that we have with action. So what can you do, not even just personally, but as a community?
We also want to give a shout out to our one of our families, the Huntingtons, who donated plants. So we have a planting station where every student is planting a plant to take home with some care instructions. We've also partnered with Waste Innovations. They're sending us upwards of 8 to 10 volunteers to help our grade levels with the cleanup around Abbot-Downing today. We can't forget our PTO, who has pitched in a number of ways, including purchasing some items for us and rounding up volunteers. We have a really special group, our student leadership group, which is called the ADS Student Union. They've spent the last 2 or 3 months building birdhouses, and in preparation for Earth Day, out on the playground, they've actually hung birdhouses throughout the playground. We want to thank from our own very staff from Project C, our science team, Mrs. Bowser and Mrs. Kaplan. They're in our gym today doing a read aloud and an Earth Day project. But we have a number of parent volunteers pitching in with each of the stations and so forth, and we thank you for being here, and we're glad that we can bring back parent involvement into our activities. I did want to give a special shout out to Choose Love and Choose Love New Hampshire. Our very own Scarlett Lewis, who is the sponsor of the Choose Love project, actually kicked off our Earth Day. She did a pre-recorded message. You can check it out on our Facebook page. But it was a great kickoff, positive start to start our day, choosing love, choosing to love the earth. And also our friends at Concord TV for being here and being able to capture this wonderful event for our school. And last but not least is both Officer Lenny and Liberty, who stopped by today. So for our whole school community, really to bring the focus not just on one day, but hopefully the kids are taking things away from today's different activities that help, better our planet, better our earth.